Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to something I might as well be a little late for as far as jumping into this boat. Banner Saga. Now, I'm not gonna deny, I'm the kind of guy that's like, when I first saw it, I didn't think much of it, okay? But that's because I didn't take the time to invest more into it. And at that particular time, I wasn't really exposed to games like this, like Fire Emblem, for lack of a better term, and I didn't really get to enjoy how they're set up. Now that I've experienced Fire Emblem a little bit more and I've seen how this gameplay is, I'm into it. I like it. I'll give it a shot. So I'm just the best way I can describe what kind of position I feel like I'm in when it comes to jumping into a Banner Saga playthrough now as opposed to like years ago is it's kind of like where everybody's already on the Banner Saga boat going, "Your Banner Saga the shit," whereas my ass is like, wait the fuck up, I haven't gotten onto the boat because scurvy making me shit my teeth out. That's essentially it in a nutshell. Now, what did I pick for heraldry? Yeah, I went with this thing if I remember correctly, so, I hope they actually, like, allow you to see this in the game. So, what particular, you know what, yeah, I might as well just, it's either that or that, and I'm more thinking that because that just looks trippy as shit, dude. That looks trippy as hell. I like it. Alright, we're gonna jump into a new game. The only thing I have done is just the tutorial battle. That's it. I have no idea what the hell this game has to throw at me, but that's where the most of this fun comes from. I love games where your choices actually make a difference. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giants survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. Eba stoic! These dudes are fucking huge. I'm not gonna deny. I thought the Kunari from the Dragon Age games was threatening. These motherfuckers are huge.
It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital.
I feel like these dudes are like giant Scottish dudes.
Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here.
I'm going with the full like near hour video for this playthrough, considering I really like how this game's set up. Did that thing magically light itself? I'm serious, look how big these fucking dudes are. What the hell is that animal? That's a fucking entrance, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care what anybody says. That's an entrance, dude. If you bad enough to smash down a Valhalla level dining hall bar door, you bad. Every time I see that, I'm just like, damn, these motherfuckers made an entrance.
Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu.
Alright, zoom in, zoom out. There we go. Oh, a little too out. There's the order of players and everything. Movement before action. Some characters fill more tiles. So essentially the Varl are like 4 tiles wide, whereas like humans are 1 tile. Got it. Sorry if I'm skipping the tutorials a little bit. I've already kind of been through this battle, but this is the only battle I've gone through. Each time you kill somebody, your renown rises up. Warhawk. Yeah, willpower, like, extra resource. And that's it. That's all I know about the combat. Nice, 6 renown. That's all I know about the combat.
Wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and Varl slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head.
Voice acting is fantastic.
I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
I gotta give credit. Voice acting, very well done. Very, very well done on just that alone. I gotta give, fantastic. I can actually feel the emotion in that one. Now, for individuals like the Varl, they kind of strike me as the kind of people that just don't fuck around. Straight up, cut to the chase, don't beat around the bush. What is it? What is it now? That's the kind of vibe I get from these giant dudes. They'll help, but they are not going to beat around the bush. Eirik, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ulben, isn't it? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. What did you have in mind? Scofflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall, scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. I'm gonna try to keep the accent going, because I feel this I feel is the kind of game where you're gonna have that kind of an accent going on. Blind from here on out. Blind from here on out. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. I love the writing, dude. Odd. I am not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scoffling's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, hot. So when you tell me that what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. They don't talk to me. I don't have the patience for this. Hot sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? Here. You toss a silver on the You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman up by East Wall. But that was months ago, I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Arik's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Kunulf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, I just bought them while you were walking around. Why? That's awesome! You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant. Oh, I love that. That was awesome. Such a short little quip back and forth. Eirik, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be a scalfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him, I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach set up with the luxury? Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. Ooh, meat house. I'm loving how this game goes. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eirik appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out. Eirik says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get it over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eirik is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn, wide-eyed, drunken scalfings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Again, I feel like the Varl are just the guys that do not fuck around. That's why it's like, just to get the guy to shut up, money. I think I'll put you here. Blocks damage to strength and armor for 1 round. Oh. I'll just end the turn. Eirik, huh? Might not be the best at this, but you gotta understand, I'm just learning here. Gives willpower to... Oh, okay. That's a good ability. With this big motherfucker right here. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's what I did. Okay. go shatter that armor. Really? You gonna gang up on this motherfucker? Really? You just gonna gang up on his ass? Wait, is friendly fire a thing? Oh shit. It is, damn it. I wanted to use Tempest so fucking badly, man. There we go, let's off this motherfucker right here. There's no permadeath in this, I hope. Otherwise, I'm definitely gonna feel like an idiot. Alright, I'm gonna have to keep that just so that I know how much health everybody has. Yep, gotta shatter that armor. I hope permadeath isn't a thing. Because I really didn't want to lose that Warhawk. There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eirik is looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of long ships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Wagner. Next for Varl Kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrive. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Could I ask for one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eirik tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to meet the new arrivals down at the docks. Now, I hope like hell the one dude didn't die. I really hope he didn't die. What? Just wondering, like, how do I check to see if he died? I hope like hell he didn't die. Vognir. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version trampling the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old, and if there is Vognir, there must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yokes. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorndir demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arborag, in fact. I'm glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned all red, the king of men or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son Luden. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visit ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable wasted time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away. But, let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mogr? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading out to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mogr. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Luden looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. How do I check this? Whatever. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Vognir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. I would like to know exactly, like, if my dude's dead or not. Let's see this prince they are so enjoyable to be around. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Luden. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Luden. Yes, you're with Vognir? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Luden looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Just to introduce myself. You collect taxes for Varl territories? A true pleasure. Yes. An awkwardness hangs in the air like a thick fog. You take the opportunity to depart. I don't know why that's so funny. Just straight up, hi, I'm a tax collector for the Varl. Bye. Scrivener! You find Hakon in a mead house, surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Vognir's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ah, humans! I guess if I only lived as long as a Yox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. Only lived as long as a Yox fart. Oh, I love this. This is great. It's not too late to start trying, Hakan. Hakan lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl would recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grafheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. I like this game. I'm liking it. I'm having a great time with it so far. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eirik had anything to do with that. Your guards take a treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Moger steps forward, Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. You follow Moger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town's guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Again, I hope like hell my Warhawk is not dead. Vetterfell, huh? The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Monger, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friend the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Toast to Vognir. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually you sit down beside Vognir. Thanks for the speech, slurs Vognir. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Margaret, I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin? Hopefully the boy goes back to Arberag on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakan. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Ha 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 ha! You don't miss the fight, Ubin? I fucked up that laugh. You down your meat instead of replying. Vognir slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be, warriors would follow you for what you'd done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Val. They've always been muddy, Vognir. Vognir stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Moger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. You sidestep sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Vognir. No. Better wake up, you Dutch Wagner. You are needed. Ah, it's Luden. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grafheim? Ah, we're only 2 days out of Strad, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Oh, okay. Oh, Grafheim's way the fuck up there. Okay. Location is indicated by here, so we're gonna be like going up here, then here to like Stonehorn, past here to whatever the fuck that is, to right here, then up here. It's the only way I could think of for being like the fastest way to Grafheim. What the hell? Oh. Covered in many locations. You can explore the map anytime by selecting. Oh, okay. Hron. The long snowfields, tall mountains, and sparse woods of Hron used to be the gathering place of Dredge during the Second Great War. As Varl pushed them ever northward, they took the land and settled it themselves, preferring the cold expanses over the warm, busier lands of men to the south. Now the territory is almost entirely Varl. Ooh, nice. All right. Let's go back to traveling. Let's get into this. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grafheim's far from Strand, going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Luden. Why not take the ships to Skymirstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skymirstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Luden exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakan. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vedelfell if we're lucky. Sorry, controller disconnected for a moment. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip you. There we go. Now we can finally do that. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale reduces casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back on the road. Okay, no, that's leave. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes when resting in camp. Marger. Bring the pain. Well, that's a good name. The character strikes an adjacent enemy for an armor break damage before hunkering down and boosting his passive ability. Return the favor to return even more break damage for one turn. By using Bring the Pain, he can create a forward charge that punishes enemies for ganging up against him. Rank 1 normal break attack and +1 to return the favor. Break attack +1, +2 to return. Okay. I like the idea of him regenerating armor. Resist to... Oh. Artery strike. general. But this motherfucker's got some great stuff going for him. Avoid strength attack. Damn. Lucky shot. Bonus hit chance. Exploit. Ooh. Puncture. Avoid armor attack. Dude, this is great. Tempest. Spent to upgrade your characters. How do I spend it to upgrade them? Hunker down. Tighten straps. Again, same shit. Not exactly telling me how I can upgrade somebody. Because I would love to upgrade some of this, like, passive shit, man. Pressing triangle, so I'm guessing that's like equipping them with some extra shit, and I don't have it. There, get one rest going on. Let's head out.
Winterfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Sorry, I was taking a drink. Heidelberg, that's a lot of varl for some missing cattle. What? Couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? We didn't know. My boys seen men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know how many men can hoist a whole cow by himself. Skullfings out here, maybe? Could they have Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here for no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of Varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple of hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Luden? It's faint. Sounds like fighting. It's something else. Hakan takes off at a run. So, straight into a fight. Got it. What we got going on here? What we got? I'm fucking excited. What do we got? I like the combat in this game. Oh shit, what are you doing, Luden? The fuck are you doing, Luden? Oh, it's a cheese sauce. Armor blocks attacks on strength. For each enemy armor higher than your strength, there's a 10% chance that the attack will be deflected. Notice the chance to hit shown above the attack button. Attack this enemy's strength. Deflected attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. The fuck are you doing up here by yourself, man? Unfortunately, I get the feeling that motherfucker's gonna be dying. Cause these dredges are just fucking mean, man. Ooh. I gotta, like, destroy this dude's armor. Okay, so there is benefits for hitting them from the side and from the back. Alright, I gotta keep that in mind. As we get rid of that annoying fucking thing. Nice. Defeated enemy with a War Master and the others. Either way. I really gotta find a way how to get that one fucking dude where he's not getting knocked out every single fight. You trying to get yourself killed, Luden? What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You never seen a dredge before, boy? What kind of idiot? Break their armor first! Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Akan goes to where Vognir lies face down. The future Jarl King lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. Oh shit. Vognir is dead. Wait. That's not the dude I just had get knocked out in a fight, is it? No, 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 no. That's not Vognir. That's not Vognir. Shit. Okay, thank God. Oh, oh shit! I remember his face from Fuck. Oh, god damn it. I've seen him in what little bit of gameplay I've watched of Ash of Gods. Oh shit, that thing can summon allies. Gotta shatter that fucking armor. Oh shit. He's aiming for the archer. Yo, fuck off and leave my archer alone. Bastard. Leave her alone. Asshole. I'm not gonna do her voice, but I'll just go with the regular. Was that a dredge? Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and the yaks bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You could see more dark figures moving through the trees when you glanced that direction. All that food. That's the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do now? Don't run. Let me think. If we hurry, we can gather them before more dredge appear. I can see them in the trees. Are you sure about this? No. We have to try. Be quick. Alette calms the yaks while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. More dredge emerge, but you manage to get the cart moving again before they can close in. Colossal figures slowly recede into the distance. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people are in the caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on the travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell, as well as a few items. Oh, okay. Well, since I'm only losing like one supply per time, it's not bad. I had to pop my back.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
I'm eating. I'm sorry. Apologies for the slurping sound. Again, I'm loving this. It's a great game. Don't know why the fuck I didn't play it sooner. What up? Had to take a sip of my drink. Ivor. The enormous Varl equestrian towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. Already back, Huntmaster. Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge, everywhere. Dredge? How'd they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it! They'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams from the outskirts. People are running towards the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Egil, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you, gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait. I want to help. She's useful. She's ranged. Let them fight. Why not invite some goats to join us too? You're asking for dead kids. I won't let anything happen to her. They'll have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivor. What now? Egil, keep your shield up. We must hold them off until everyone's inside, then we figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. I'm sorry, I firmly believe if you want to train them, baptism under fire. Oh. Sure enough, Dredge are gathering in number. You hear misplaced laughter nearby, past a pile of corpses. A man is single-handedly holding back 4 Dredge with a battered spear. That's bad. Behind you, Tryggvi! Shouts Ivor. No, behind you, Tryggvi! Shouts Ivor, who shoots you a dour look. If Tryggvi is known for being a madman, at least he's the sort who can hold a spear in the right direction. He smiles a mile wide when he realizes you're going to have to fight your way out of this. So he's a fucking psycho. I like him. He's just nuts. Units move in the order you place them from left to right. This initiative order is very important when setting up strategies. For example, put archers after melee units so that they can stay safe behind your heavy hitters. Tryggvi. I'm gonna have her go last simply because I think, yeah, melee. Well, is he melee? Last I saw he was melee. Melee. Definitely melee. Ranged. So. Ready for battle. There we go. Ready for battle! Excuse me. I'm sorry, I was raised by military parents, so I firmly believe if you're gonna train somebody, you gotta have baptism under fire. There's no way they can learn if they don't fight. Oh shit. Okay, about to say. Shit! Wrong button! Fuck! I didn't want to position him there, motherfucker! That's fine. You aimed for the armor. Okay. I gotta do stone wall just to make sure, like, if he gets hit, he's not gonna get knocked the fuck out. There we go. If I remember anything, I remember that spearmen are borderline glass cannons. But they can poke motherfuckers from over the field. Alright, cool. Big dude's not going. But I gotta put her in a very, very risky spot. But, boom, get rid of that motherfucker right there. That's gonna hurt. We gotta get the numbers advantage. We gotta pick these bastards off. Nice. So there is abilities that are like, okay, surrounding kind of thing. Alright, I gotta get that. I gotta get this big bastard back. Fuck off. Alright, Trigby, you are in a spot I don't want you to be in. Oh, that fucking hurt. Poke him. Trigby's got to back off, man. He's gonna get his ass handed to him. But before we do that, though. Oh shit! The timer would run out right at this point. All right. If you guys are enjoying the video, well, if you guys are enjoying watching me try to play this game properly, let me know. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, spread the word. I really hope you are, considering the fact that I know I'm gonna fuck up and somebody's gonna die somewhere. I know somebody's gonna die somewhere. Anyways, until the next time, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, fairly well, and bye for now.